In today's video, we'll be diving into the wild story of the eyeball-eating inhuman himself, Zombie Black Bolt. No, not even our boy Blackagar Boltagon was safe from Wanda's mummy meltdown in Doctor Strange, or from the deadly alien virus that turned him and the other supers from his world into flesh-eating monsters. His story is on the longer side compared to some of the others we have covered, so without further ado, assemble the squad, sit back, relax, and enjoy the full gory story of Zombie Black Bolt. Who is he? Zombie Black Bolt, like most of the heroes and villains of his Earth, was infected with a strange alien disease that turned them into hungry but still very self-conscious undead zombies. He made his first appearance in the pages of Ultimate Fantastic Four number 23 back in 2005. He comes from Earth 2149, but his powerful screaming origins were similar to the Black Bolt we all know and love from the main Marvel universe of Earth 616. Sadly, this all came to a dramatic end one fateful day when a zombified version of the hero known as the Sentry made his way to this dimension. Colonel America and the others tried to help the poor man, but he wasn't exactly in a talking mood and lashed out at the team, infecting them with the zombie virus. Almost immediately, Cap and the others turned into ravenous cannibals, where they began tearing into the flesh of every living thing around them. As the plague spread like wildfire across the US, Nick Fury tried to contain it by gathering the likes of Black Bolt, Reed Richards, and the other non-infected supers at the time aboard the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier so they could talk strategy on how to end things. Scientists like Reed Richards and Tony Stark were charged with finding a cure and a way out of this world, while Black Bolt and the others were sent to the streets below to battle the zombies and save survivors. While initially seen battling a zombified Namor in New York, it was shortly after this that Black Bolt was infected and joined his undead brethren as they attacked the remaining heroes. Seriously though, bro, why you getting up close and personal with these zombies? Just get a safe distance and start shouting, man. You could wreck the entire city block's worth of dudes with just a few words. Man, Black Bolt may be the strongest, but as of late, homie is not exactly the smartest. Just go back to school, man. Hard as they tried, the non-infected heroes were either killed or infected themselves as the virus spread all throughout the planet, resulting in the vast majority of the Earth's population being decimated. With hope seeming lost for any more grub, Black Bolt and the other zombies thought they would go hungry, only to soon be greeted by the Silver Surfer, who showed up to announce the arrival of his master Galactus. While he tried to give an Oscar-worthy villain monologue on how their world would end soon, Black Bolt and the boys ignored it and went right after the tasty shiny man. As powerful as the heroes were, the Surfer proved to be just as powerful as he blasted the foes with waves of his cosmic energy. Not about to let this hot meal get away, Thor took to the skies and came crashing down upon the dude, knocking him off his board. Despite having the high ground taken from him, the Surfer did not let this stop him as he continued zapping the hungry hordes. As he continued to go full Doomslayer, the Surfer was soon jumped by the likes of Black Bolt and Beast, who tried to hold him down, only for Zombie Hulk to rudely barge in, where he bit the dude's head right off. Not cool, Hulk. They almost had him, man. With the Surfer down for the count, lucky lads such as Hulk and a handful of others helped themselves to the dude's chrome corpse. Upon eating the man, Colonel America and the rest realized they inherited the Surfer's sick laser powers, which they then used to roast and eat all of the zombies in the immediate area. Shortly afterwards, the boys were then approached by none other than Galactus himself, who showed up ready to gobble up the globe like a cosmic meatball. After going to war with the big man, the cosmic zombies managed to merge their powers together and down the Titan, where they proceeded to eat him as well. This then caused them to level up once again, where they now inherited Galactus' abilities, and they then used them to fly off to space in pursuit of other planets and all the sweet living meat that they had to offer. With the cosmic zombies out in space devouring the galaxy, it would initially appear that Black Bolt was a victim of their cannibal barbecue. This is where you'd be wrong though, as it is revealed that Boltagon somehow survived the attack and came to work with zombie Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin of Crime. After the super zombies left, Fisk went to rebuild his criminal empire and began recruiting powerful zombie villains to work under him. In their travels, his men discovered the extremely damaged, but still semi-operating body of zombie Doctor Strange, who had been crushed by a car by Magneto in a previous battle. After bringing the body back to his fortress, Kingpin discovered that Steven was still capable of a very useful spell. This spell was the ability to peer into a neighboring dimension, which just so happened to be the main Marvel universe of Earth 616. Wishing to spread the gospel of the virus to this world, the zombies later discovered a portal within the swamps of Florida that would allow them to access this dimension. It is through Strange's dimensional window that they saw Earth 616 Morbius, who was the lead scientist of the secret government group Armor, which was similar to S.H.I.E.L.D., except they helped protect different dimensions from each other. Fisk then hatched a plan with Black Bolt and the Inhumans to send zombie Morbius through the portal and use a disguise to take over the role of Earth 616 Morbius to infiltrate the facility and use the position to create a fake vaccine that would inject this world's heroes with the virus. Man, that is complicated. For zombies, they certainly are smart. I know Black Bolt didn't think of this one though. This was definitely all Fisk. The next step of the plan was to send zombie Deadpool through the portal to cause some chaos and alert Armor's attention to the virus's existence. After being taken out by a group of local heroes, zombie Deadpool's still living head was taken into Armor custody, where it was studied by their team. With the plan going exactly to plan, undercover zombie Morbius then convinced the Armor leaders that he needed a blood sample of a human from the zombieverse so he could create this supposed vaccine to protect this world's heroes from the plague. Armor then tasked the robotic heroes Machine Man and Jocasta with the mission due to their inability to become infected. Upon arriving, the pair blasted and fried their way through Kingpin's forces, where they made their way to his mansion. Once inside, the two witnessed a portal open up where out walked zombie Black Bolt and the other Inhuman members. Being welcomed with open arms by zombie Fisk, Kingpin told Boltagon that their master plan to infect Earth 616 was going according to plan. Knowing that the Inhumans must have been famished from their long trip, Kingpin offered up a catered repast dinner. While dinner parties are normally quite fun, this one is directly from hell. It is revealed that Kingpin is working with Zombie Jackal, where the two had created a human cloning program that would generate an unlimited supply of humans to eat. Delighted at the sight of this banquet, Black Bolt and the others went to town as they completely devoured the freshly born clones. Seeing that these clones were treated less than human, just like the machines on his Earth, Machine Man decided that enough was enough and that these hellish creatures needed to pay. He then leapt out the window and began using every weapon in his arsenal to blast the cannibal beasts. Slicing and dicing his way through the zombie militia, Machine Man soon came across Zombie Strange, projecting the open window to his home dimension. It is here that he is then approached by Zombie Fisk, who in classic villain fashion, revealed his master plan. Thanking the dude for giving away the whole thing, Machine Man went to escape, only to be caught by Black Bolt's wife Medusa, who went to tear the robot man to shreds. Before she could do anything though, the fearless hero took out his weapon and blasted the girl and her mutant weave to pieces. He then managed to kill zombie Ghost Rider, stole his bike, and then used it to blow up the cloning lab, leaving Kingpin and the rest without anything left to eat. Hero of the Year definitely goes to our boy Machine Man, folks. As they witness the destruction of their human fast food factory, it is revealed that due to the zombie virus wearing away at his vocal cords it actually allowed this Black Bolt to speak without leveling an entire city. He then expresses happiness at Machine Man's actions, for now without the temptation of human meat, they can now atone for their actions and perhaps wither away and die. While expressing thankfulness at getting to have a conversation with the Inhuman leader, a very frustrated Fisk tells the dude to kindly shut up, at which Black Bolt apologizes. Man, I love these two. We absolutely need to see this in the Marvel Zombies show at some point. Come on, make it happen, Marvel. We then cut back to Machine Man, who found himself attacked by Black Bolt's dog Lockjaw in the city's subway. He then manages to use his robotic arm like a giant leash around the pup and uses his teleportation abilities to get back to his world, where he works with Jocasta to kill Zombie Morbius and the zombies that he had created, ultimately saving the day. Watching their plan fall apart before their very eyes from Strange's Multiverse TV, Black Bolt asks Fisk what they should do next, only to see that the dude had gobbled up his wife Vanessa and remarked that he eats when he gets upset. While the fate of this zombie Black Bolt is left unknown, he actually has a zombie variant who is a direct result of this initial virus's effects. Coming back to the cosmic zombies who had left for space, we then see that our boys had spent the last 40 years pillaging the entire cosmos of life. Eventually, after going without food for so long, they came back to Earth and found themselves cured of the virus, only to be tricked by some of the survivors and were teleported to a world called Earth Z, which was a dimension very similar to theirs before the infection broke out. However, the travel between worlds altered their bodies and must have hit some kind of zombie reset button, for their hunger returned as they then began spreading the infection to this dimension as well. Man, can't you all stop eating people for like 5 minutes? Unaware of the virus at this time, we then see this world's Hulk, who's going through the events of the World War Hulk storyline in a very similar manner to the one that we know from Earth 616. Armed with his alien army, Hulk went to wage war on this dimension's Black Bolt and the Inhumans on their base on the moon. Upon arrival though, Hulk quickly realized something was wrong, as it was revealed that this Black Bolt, Medusa, and the entire Inhuman population had been infected by the virus by Zombie Giant Man. Hulk and his men went to war with Black Bolt and his hungry army, only for the warrior to let out his signature sonic screech, which killed the likes of Korg and wounded countless others who were then torn apart by the zombies. Wanting for this nightmare to end, Hulk Falcon punched Giant Man right in the face and grabbed Eloise as the pair tried to escape Black Bolt's grasp. However, as they made their way outside, we then see that Hulk had been bitten sometime during the fight. He then instantly turns and gobbles up the poor girl and makes his way to the Earth, where he devoured the entire population of New York. While it is unknown exactly what happened to this zombie Black Bolt, it can be assumed that he and most of the other zombies were killed by Zombie Sentry and the new Undead Avengers, who rose to power and killed anything that opposed them.